Yo, Jersey Murph back in the building. Make sure that you like, subscribe, and share the content. Your boy is back. Happy to be talking about Will Shipley. I said it before. Back when I was covering recruiting, I got a chance to be around Will Shipley at a couple of camps, and this dude was a big deal, right? He was a 5-star cat I just knew was going to kill college football, and that's exactly what he did. In my opinion, he hit every single mark I wanted to see him hit coming out of the state of North Carolina and going to Clemson University in South Carolina. That man did the damn thing and definitely, in my opinion, lived up to that 5-star billing that he had, at least across a couple of recruiting services. When you evaluate college running backs, it should be on a different curve. You have to average at least 5 yards per carry in college for it to translate in the NFL. That's not a tried and true approach, but it's something that does have merit to it when you go back and look at a lot of the great backs throughout the history of the NFL. They were all really at or around that 5-yard per carry mark. So in the NFL, it's usually, I think on a swing now, it's probably more 4.3 to 4.4 to let you know that you're handling your business in the NFL. In college, it's 5 and above, right? Or even if you're like 4.8 or something like that in college, you're pretty much in the ballpark. So we see here, 5 yards per carry as a true freshman, 5.6. He had a really good year as a sophomore, and things kind of went back to back to the regular, which is still his regular is 5.0. He was in a timeshare, though, with this cat named Phil Maffa. This is a dude that I've been around before as well. He'll be coming back to college. The Eagles would do very well to draft him as well. They should reunite those guys in the future. Phil Maffa, definitely somebody that can really get downhill. But Will Shipley, as a compliment to Phil Maffa, absolutely perfect. Will Shipley has a vast skill set. He is a complete running back. That's what you got to know. So he will add value, obviously, carrying the ball. You see, he had 15 touchdowns one year and catching the ball, right? He had 38 receptions to go along with those nearly 1,200 yards he had at Clemson as a sophomore. So think about that, 6.4 average on that here. And he adds value in the return game, right? You definitely want your running backs on kickoffs, and you try to use punt returners. I mean, you try to use wide receivers and people like that as punt returners. A little bit different fielding the ball as a punt returner opposed to a kickoff returner. So your man can add that value well. So think about all the versatility with some of these guys that they've added on the offensive end there. So, oh, man, right? Your boy Will Shipley. Matter of fact, man, let's go ahead and get to it.
Top Billin, Uptown Murph.
Top Billin.
One of the things I've always loved about Coach Kellen Moore's offense is his ability to work out of the two-back system. We see him here with Tony Pollard, who was the complement to Ezekiel Elliott, of course, being able to get him the ball on some of these bluff reverses and swing passes and all that. That fits right up the alley of one Will Shipley. Shipley operating out of the gun here. You see a simple swing pass, and he's going to usually make the most of it. He can make the first guy miss, whether he can run through you or break down in space, breaking it to the exterior skirt, sitting him to the concession stand. Let's go back on that there. Look at that. Giving the ball out in space from the kinetic motion. And then look right here. Ball get down, right? Escort him to the sidelines, right? My man did actually touch the sideline, didn't he? Yep. Sideline his ass, right? Sat him on the bench and then get vertical, running through other arm tackles, of course, there. And then first down, right? He's sliding like he's sliding in the home plate or something like that. That's hard right there. But, yeah, being able to do that to him, Kelle Moore would definitely be on his J.O. with him in this type of concept. This one here, you get short motion, and then you get him back on a motion, kinetic motion across here, sweep him, get that lead from Maffa, and these type of concepts, no doubt about that. I know Kelle Moore was watching when they were in the draft process, right? Right up Kelle Moore's alley, right? No Diddy. Look at that right there. Maffa on to lead him, let him get upfield. That's exactly how you want to draw up stuff for Kelle Moore if we're talking about, if you're Kelle Moore, if we're talking about the two-back system. But when Shipley gets in the game by himself, yeah, it's on. Now, this play is cold. It shows his contact balance and ability to get vertically explosive. It's going to be a draw play. They're going to actually bluff this At least he is, right? Laterally, right, like it's going to be pass pro. All right, Klubnik here, the quarterback, really going to do a good job of selling that here. Then he's 88 out the gate, making people miss. Like I said before, contact balance is on point with this guy. See that? Looks like a draw, or it looks like a pass, goes into the draw, and you can see him breaking tackles there and then getting to the pylon. Let's go back on that. I love this play right here. You really can sell some stuff right if you pay attention to the detail. You see him going laterally, working like it's going to be inside out pass protection. Klubnik right here, of course, really drawing the action there. Put the ball in the belly of the beast. Let him get vert. Now you got 3 converging defenders on this kid. Boom, not going to happen. Runs through multiple arm tackles there. Stays on his feet. He has great lower center of gravity. Sometimes though, when he's running, he's got to pick up his feet, man, because he ends up tripping. But that's nothing. Could just be the turf or whatever like that. But the kid, he's 4.3 speed, low 4.4 speed. I believe he ran like a 4.39 at his pro day. So a rule of thumb's always at like 0.4 to that because of the handheld time. So a 4.4 speed cat like that, 210 pounds. He has wiggle, he has power, great contact balance, man. Just a balanced running back, period. I love everything about this run right here. First and foremost, you get a double right at the point of attack on the 2I. And you get a combo up to the middle backer, the Mike backer here from the center. And watch his vision. He's initially looked like he was going to work that B gap and then gets it vert right in between the A's. And then when he's in the open field, man, it is a joy to watch. Look at this. Oh, where's Waddle routine? Get vert on him. Oh, look at that. Fertilizing men without even touching them. Right? And he has the ability to change direction on the fly. So he doesn't really break down in space to change direction a lot of the times. Or he can, though. He can definitely, you know what I'm saying, shake you up out your shoes. But you see right here, look at that. He saw the approaching defensive back and then got skinny through just the slightest bit of creases. And, man, what a run right here. What vision and feel for the run game here. Peripheral vision, nasty, eyes in the back of his head. You see him think the game through. You get an approaching defender with his momentum going this way. You stick that foot in the ground, reverse course on him, and there's really nothing he can do about it right there. Bang. Look at that right there. Right? Snatched his soul all up out of his ankles, right? So his ankles are on life support right now, right? He had to sit it down, right? When your ankles are on life support, you ain't moving too quickly, right? So, bang, does it again. Right there, you have to wait for the cavalry to get him, man. He's a great open field runner. Will make for a good returner as well in the NFL, no doubt. Same play, similar result here. Great job. This time he actually does take that B-gap approach. Look at that. A's there. Break down in space. That time fertilized another man. That's hard. Look at this. Taking that bad boy, right? Could have pushed it vert this time. You see a little bit more presence by the 2I into the gap. So being able to read that, work off that hip, get into space, run the daylight, they call it, right? Running the daylight, make the first guy miss, sticks that foot in the ground with some wiggle this time. My man has a launch and fire right here. He super fertilizes himself. Bang, he has to look up and get the license plate number from Will Shipley to file his insurance claim on that one. Damn, that's hard. Look at that. Off to the races here. Big gainer. Counter OT. You get that counter action from him. Pulling the guard, you get the tackle, counting up to the second level. He's going to work off that inside hip. Check this out. Bang. Look at the core strength right here. Look how many people it's taking to get him down, right? This kid definitely has some really good core strength, and you couple that with his vision there and his ability. Look at that. Change the elevations in the pad. Bang, pad elevation change right there. Get to that core strength. 2-3 guys on him to tackle him here. definitely could be your lead back as well. So I don't want people to think that he's just some type of scat back, complimentary back. 210 pounds, some of the stuff that he's doing, the ability to change direction reminds me a lot of Ezekiel Elliott, right? At least the early Ezekiel Elliott. Last one right here, you get this zone split, cross formation block, a nasty one too, right? On the end man on the line of scrimmage, and watch him navigate and work this with his eyes and innate feel. Look at this. Front side, Preston got vert on him, fertilized. Look at him, the contact balance. Look at him keep his balance. Put that foot or stick that hand on the ground right after he breaks the tackle here. A little bit of a stiffy there. My man grasping that straws here. Trips him up a little bit, but man, he's like a cat. He seems to always land on his feet and then get you some more yards, change the elevation, finish through contact. One more again. Now watch this right here. It's looking like he could have kept this front side here, but he felt something, just innate. It's an innate feel. Innately, he felt something, and then stuck that foot in the ground, cleared the crease, just so he can get vert. One broken tackle, of course, and then finish with that elevation. Nasty. So let me know what you think about Will Shipley and his ability to complement, of course, Kenneth Gainwell, right? And then the main workhorse, Saquon Barkley, who should be getting the ball ad nauseum anyway. So when they do complement these guys, they will have some really good options there. And there are some other guys on the roster as well, right? And Tyrion Davis-Price and, of course, Kendall Milton, who they got as an undrafted free agent too. So looking real good, man, with the offensive talent on board. We talked about my man Anaya Smith, who brings a lot of the same stuff that Will Shipley brings. So you're getting a lot of versatility and physicality in these guys. Some guys who can do some stuff as far as the return games go as well. Yeah, should be a nasty year. All right, so let me know what you think about that, man. It's your boy Jersey Murph. Much love to everybody out there. Keep supporting your boy. Make sure you hit that thanks button. Make sure you tapping in, supporting the channel. All right, with that being said, salute.
Top Billin of Town Murph.
Top Billin.
What more can I say?
Top Billin.